Oh, hey people out there.
Hey?
I'm on a livey. How's that beer going?
Going good.
Is it alright?
Yeah.
Getting you drunk?
I'm not that drunk.
You getting a little bit, you getting a buzz off it?
Yeah.
Getting a buzz off it, eh?
That stuff last night was rocket fuel.
Yeah, I know, that was fucking awesome. Have another sip of it, tell me what you think. Is it alright?
Yeah, good.
Could sink a few of them, eh?
Hey?
You could sink a few of them, eh?
Oh. I don't know after last night's effort.
No, I've only got one left in the fridge.
You have one?
Yeah, I'll have one in a sec. Just a beer for you and me, mate. You gonna stay for some dinner? I don't know what I'm gonna cook. I'll afford some mince out anyways.
I think I'm just cooking up some dinner for me.
Alright. Pass that ashtray over, eh? Hang on.
You run the Cuts' cooking channel.
No, I'm not fucking doing cooking tonight. I'm broke as fuck.
He's in the game here. He's only a couple of tenths away. Up the wall there yesterday between Green Park and McKelvey Park, so he's been pressing on hard and runs it wide. Got a very weird line on the entry to Skyline. Got turned nicely for Dipper.
Hey Dion, there's something I've got to tell you about these beers.
What?
Oh, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, sort of. It all depends on how you look at it. You want to know?
What is it?
You want to know?
Yeah.
Okay, you see them beers that we're drinking?
Yeah.
They got no alcohol in them, 0.0%.
How the fuck do you get beer with no alcohol in it?
$7 at Coles. I just buy it because I don't like getting drunk. Because I act like an idiot when I get drunk. Where'd my fucking ashtray go? Hang on.
Just tastes like beer, doesn't it?
It's fucking good shit, eh?
Not bad.
Anyways, cheers, bro. We won't get drunk, but we will enjoy a beverage. Yeah, come here. Yeah, cheers, bro. You can't tell the difference, can you?
No.
No, it's even nicer. This stuff I did research on, like non-alcoholic beers, and in some countries, the Olympians they actually drink beer with no alcohol in it as a sports drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the good old fucking Calton 0-0, 100% Calton. Hang on, guys. 100% Calton, 0.0% alcohol. We are not getting pissed at all. But they taste awesome.
But you get like a carton or something close.
No, I only fucking bought a 4-pack of them. They're fucking dear. They're still fucking dear for a 4-pack. $7 fucking bucks something. They're alright, but... Huh?
$7 for a 4-pack. That's
Fifth appearance at Mount Panorama as a
a pretty dear, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I just got them because I knew if I had to drive or anything like that, then I'd be right, you know?
Yeah.
Just smart thinking. I could have went to fucking, what's it called, and got a 6-pack for $11. The RSL.
Was it Coles Supermarket or was it Bodlo?
Ooh. Beg your pardon.
Hey?
Huh?
Did you get them from the Bodlo?
No, I'll just buy them straight off the shelf at Coles, mate.
Oh,
They got no fucking alcohol in them. Fucking anyone can drink these motherfuckers. They got 0.0.
Give me kids.
You could. You could give them to your kids. Wouldn't hurt them. Not at all.
You still drive much?
Hardly ever now. Not without a car. I'm fucked without a car. I've got to get another one. I'm thinking about ringing my pop. Seeing if I can get a loan. I don't know if he's got money, but I don't know if he'll even give me a fucking loan. I haven't spoken to him for a long time. Yeah, hang on. I'll say hello to these fellas.
Great job, and you can tell by the appreciation all around this mountain, regardless of whether you're a Ford fan or a Holden fan, this driver is revered. He's listening at the moment. Afternoon, Mr. Lowndes, are you happy with the job?
Probably, not really, to be honest. I think we've been fighting this steering for the last couple of days, and to be honest, we fixed it. That's a good thing, but the power balance just wasn't quite nice across the top, and that's something that obviously you've got tomorrow morning to work at, but nice job from the boys to get us into the top 10, and then of course
What he's up to?
quite happy, but we give it a good red hot go.
Yeah, you're having a big go, Craig. The car didn't look as good.
Yeah,
out of the
can
car.
drive whenever I want.
And also didn't really like turning into Forest Silver. They two spots that you struggled.
I won't ever get done.
I think that, as I said, that we just didn't quite get the setup right. The conditions are good. I think the track's really fast. It's one of the things that we obviously we've been dealing with wet weather most of the time, but the track's in good condition. So I'm just thankful that we fixed the steering problem for tomorrow.
All the best for tomorrow, mate. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next up, James Corky, Holden Commodore.
Okay. We're just watching Bathurst. Fuck, he's cracking.
It's his 13th supercar event. Jack Perkins watching in the background. He was a runner-up in 2007. He's had a couple of third placings here. They've been battling a bit of inside brake, front locking with this car.
He'd love to do that lap, eh, Dion?
Fucking no.
Sitting next to him, eh?
That'd be fucking deadly.
The fucking G-force you get. Fuck me, I'm too fat. That G-force would fuck me up. If I was skinny, I'd be right.
I don't know how they must be like. They must get used to it after a while.
Oh no, they do some sort of intensive training that would get them quite used to it. By the time they're that age, you know, they're in their 30s and 40s and that now, because they're older drivers. A lot of them are.
Yeah.
There's a few young ones, but most of them have been around for 20 odd years.
But Lansley's been around for 20 odd years.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of them, they've been driving cars and that since they're like, old enough to walk. So they're that quite used to that G-force.
Sixth top 10 shootout appearance. This guy was a junior and senior world karting champion. Cars champion. He's yet to claim the top spot at Mount Panorama. That's the aim this weekend. His manager Alan Gow is in the garage as well. Indeed, part owner of the team. come down from the US as well. Gets a little bit of dust on the exit of 22, coming out of the chase. Gets it stopped.
Oh, she can't see me. Hang on. I'm nodding to a message and it's Alicia. Hang on.
But you're not into a message and she can't see you.
Yeah, I'm thinking, oh yeah, fucking, she's talking to me on the livey, but she's not. Her face pops up and said a message, and I'm there sitting there nodding my head like, yeah,
You don't even know what the message is.
Nah, she's not even watching me, so she doesn't even know that I'm fucking nodding my fucking head. Hang on. She said, how did you get home? I said, Dion's mum. She said, oh, that's nice of her. Yeah, she's a bloke legend.
You rang just at the right time. You're going out anyway.
Was she?
Yeah. I'll be in town.
You didn't tell her what you were saying last night, did you? Do you remember what you were saying last night?
Nah, not really.
You're like, Cutsy. Oh, fuck. It was like something about fucking your mum. You're like, yeah, Cutsy. You come around, and I'm like, no, mate, no. That's your fucking mum. What did she say today? Fucking, she was saying that they were trying to say it was Mike, eh?
Nah, because, like, when I told you about it, you were like, oh, it's not my brother.
Oh, no.
And everybody else was like, thought it was Mike.
No. I think I knew who it was anyways. I can't remember his name now.
Nathan.
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember.
Silly cunt that grabs a red-bellied black snake.
What?
In the yard, dead set.
What?
In the jail.
Fuck, he's off his cunt.
Who grabs a red-bellied black snake?
No, fuck that. But then again, if some can't come up to in the yard, you could just be like, fucking boom, chuck the snake on him, eh? Technically, it's not fucking murder then when the cunt dies, because they won't get you to the hospital quick enough, them cunts. You'll fucking die in there, you get bitten by a fucking snake.
They obviously got him to hospital quick enough.
Why, did he get bitten?
Yeah, it bit him.
Silly cunt. Fuck.
Fucking mad cunt, eh?
Yeah. Fucking, I used to like it over there in fucking SeaWorld. SeaWorld was pretty good when I was in minimum over there.
SeaWorld?
Yeah. That's what I call it, SeaWorld. SeaWorld, because you're C-class though.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get your C-class, so you go over to SeaWorld. Oh, you can. Not all the time. Most cunts are in the main that have got C-classos anyways. But if you're really lucky and you be good, you get to go to SeaWorld. And yeah, when I was over SeaWorld, we used to get the big washing tubs. See the big big laundry tubs? They're really fucking big. They're like we get one of them and we'd make a little fucking jacuzzi with it, eh? Like after we finished doing the washing for the day, we'd grab the washing tub and we'd fucking sneak it around the back of the pod and we'd all sit in it like a tub and just kick back.
I hope it's not on live.
Yeah, it's
You mad cunt.
yeah. We get in there fucking kicking back in the washing tub, just like cooling off in the summertime and that.
There's no aircon, nothing.
Oh, you know what they're like, they're cunts. They give you therapy with the fucking aircon all the time. Put it on in winter and fucking turn it off in summer. They're arseholes.
Giving the power back to small business. On your bond. Ambulance on wheel.
I'd like to get a car and go for a lap around there.
Mm-hmm.
You can only do 60 k's when it's not race day.
What?
All the way around there, yeah. 6 km speed limit.
And they'd watch that fucking place like Wilkes, eh? Because
See how it's cameraed like through all the TV and that? I reckon they'd be speed cameras too and they'd be watching them cunts.
all over the place, I reckon.
Yeah.
Has one to his name. And can the biggest names in motorsport can be Gisbergen,
Old Commie going up here. Oh, he's fucking cruising.
beat the young bloke?
He's just getting grip.
The man at the top of the times at the moment is Anton Di Pasquale. It's his first time here. He's currently done a 4.34. 12th attempt at Mount Panorama. Runner-up in 2016 in controversial circumstances. When his team
Yeah, I went there in 2010.
first, but then was stripped. Heartbreak for him in 2014, where he was robbed of a potential race victory. He's had a pole position here. He's a top 10 shootout
When in the
specialist.
pits and that.
He's done it 8 times
Alright.
this year, and he leads our
Yeah, when I was younger, I went to one of these races, but can't remember where it was. It was just at a fucking like speedway track, and fucking Dick Johnson was there. I don't know if you remember him. Old Dick Johnson.
Yeah, been racing for a long time.
Yeah. Well, that's how long ago it was when I went to a racetrack. I was a real young boy. When I went to watch the cars. But back when I was a young fellow, we used to get around in a Tirana, eh? Like, your mum's boyfriend, he had a Tirana. It was a two-door Tirana with a sunroof. It had, it was black with flames.
Man.
Yeah.
V8 or
Yeah, of course. Fucking V8. Just
you
fucking,
can get Tiranas in fucking.
yeah. Nah, this one was V8. He was a pedal beater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been mad. I used to have a Kingswood when I was a kid.
Yeah. One of my, I think my father had a Kingswood, or someone had a Kingswood that I knew. The old Kingswoods.
I bought when I first moved to Kempsey.
He's about 1.5 tenths down on Di Pasquale, but he's super fast. He was the fastest guy in the last sector yesterday. He's unbelievably deep under brakes.
I'm gonna get another one.
Can he get him stopped? Yes, he does.
Another Kingswood.
Yeah.
Fucking, who used to have a fucking Kingswood here in town? The Manies. Fucking, you know, Kev and John, the twins. Their father, Tony, he used to have one back in the day. Before they won that Keno and fucking got that 60 grand. Because they ended up buying a new car and that. And then old Tony, he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they used to have an old Kingswood. Fuck, that was an old beast.
Mine was immaculate. At, won car shows and shit in Sydney. Before my mum got it. Oh mate, out got it out at Yunga Rail.
If I ever win fucking lotto, I'll get a fucking Tirana.
Yeah.
I'll also get a 67 or a 65 fastback Mustang Ford. If I ever won.
Yeah, one of them would be alright, but fuck it.
I'd be gone, but no one would know me anymore. I'd fucking, if I won lotto, that'd be the last thing. No one would ever see me ever again. I'm being honest, I would change my name. I would get a fucking dodgy ass job. So people, you know, thought, oh, you know, blah blah blah, that might be him there. Nah, boss, I have a fucking job and everything, you know. Little mustache, all of it, bruh. I'd grow a big fucking beard or something if I won lotto. I'd move somewhere where no cunt knew me at all. Even if I had to leave the country, I would just fuck off. And I would just kick back. I'd probably move to like Scotland or something.
That'd be alright over there, I reckon.
I'd go over there and live in Scotland. I'd drink beer every day at the pub. You know what I mean? I'd just go over there and get pissed every fucking day. I'd never give up alcohol if I was over there. You can drink it warm and all.
Drink it warm and all.
I'd be over there like that Conor McGregor. You know what I'm trying to say?
He's on the more, isn't he?
Is he? Good luck
McGregor,
to
yeah.
him. Good luck to him. I wouldn't fight that guy. Fuck that. He'd knock my eyeball up my arsehole.
Knock your teeth down your throat.
I wouldn't have to worry about teeth no more, that's for sure. I'd have none to be there. I'd be chewing with me gums. Just chomping away with the gums. No, I'd fit right, you know, over there if I wasn't Aboriginal. But I think I'd look pretty like very odd, like the odd one out if I went over there. You know, just some black cunt from Australia. Sitting around getting drunk, talking shit all the time. I'd fit right in with that. But as for being black over there, I don't know about that.
That was a little mistake in the chase that cost you some time late in the lap, mate.
Yeah, just trying to give it everything there into the chase, and you was on a good lap, but go hard or go home, they say, gripping and ripping, and gave it a crack.
Hey, Scotty, it's Neil. You spoke to me earlier.
Yeah, I could be Conor McGregor's new next door neighbour if I wanted that, though, eh?
Were you happy with it?
Yeah, car was really
Could
fast.
be.
Good, sorry. But the track, I think, has gone away from us.
I'd go out there and get pissed. And when I come home, I'd say, Conor, get your cunt outside and have a fight. What's your fucking shit doing in my yard? You want to get it off my lawn before I knock the bejeebies out of you?
We didn't pick it up because we weren't really on board. But when it slid early, he had to release a little bit of throttle, so it hurt the exit from Forest Elbow. And then, as a consequence of diving into the chase so hard, he had to release the brake and he just missed the apex. But what about this young man? He was
Ain't no fucking around here no more, Conor McGregor. You want to fuck off?
He was trying to cure a little bit of understeer in this car earlier on.
You and your boxing gloves.
They've gone back. David Reynolds, Holden Commodore, Penrite and Erebus. He's partnered up with Luke York. He's the reigning Supertech Auto Bathurst 1000 champion.
Sitting here drinking 0% alcohol and I'm already feeling a bit tipsy already.
Sensationally fast.
I don't know what it is.
And he's proving it again this weekend because
Maybe it's the no alcohol. It's doing it to me.
he's 12th
But the body is getting used to the alcohol now, so I don't know.
in 2015. I love
I had a rough night last night, you know. I got really smashed.
like Whincup. He's like McLaughlin.
I was pissed off me face. To be honest with you, to tell the honest truth, you know what I'm trying to say.
He got into there really nicely. This first sector is going to be
I was absolutely bloody shit-faced.
I was smashed like broken glass.
I mean, mate, Dion, well, he was smashed like broken glass. He went home and he spewed himself to sleep.
Record here in a supercar. He achieved it in 2016. He's just done the fastest first sector that we've seen. The crowd appreciates the commitment that put new livery on the car
Who's racing this one?
Reynolds
Who's
was
in that?
nervous early
It's a
in the
Penrite
race.
Goldie.
There was a bit of weather around, but
I
every
think
time he's had his head down and been committed, we've seen
Reynolds.
magical
Oh,
rubber.
yeah.
He's coming
It
under
is
the
too.
second
Yeah, it
time
is
in
too.
the he comes out
Was
of the
it
left-hand
Ashtray
of the
Ross?
first elbow. He gets the throttle in the
The ashtray, my friend. Hang on. I'll try and find the ashtray for you. I've got it somewhere. Maybe it's hidden in the crevices of my ass. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't feel it either. My asshole's that big. Nah. How are you going, Tanya? How are you? I haven't seen you in ages. What's it been, like a week? I haven't seen you since the barber shop, me darling. I got a pretty thick accent here. I can't do it that well. I'm bloody shit at it. But I'll move to Scotland one day. And they won't know because I'll just be drunk. So I'll be slurring me words anyway.
So it's really good for the team. Obviously, come off a
last corner, which I'm a little bit upset about, but overall it's a really good lap. Best lap ever
Or
done.
maybe I could move to China.
Have you been, how nervous have you been sitting?
I'll be like, Ni hao. What I mean, Joshua? Dijalong.
Beat it, and I'm not liking that amount of nerves, but
Right?
yeah, it's just going really good. Can't be happier.
I can see you shaking. Will Brown, what
I'll be like, Jiao Sang Hao.
That was an awesome lap.
Walking down the street, 10 foot tall.
Starting top 3 no matter what, that's awesome. So, no, Anton's done an awesome job. Like, that's really cool. I'm going to have to step it up. So, no, it'll be good. Looking forward to it.
And Jiao Sang Hao, that is, that means good morning. In
Move over
Mandarin.
there and eat chicken chow mein.
And what I mean, Joshua? Dijalong. What up? What up? I'm saying it right. I'm not doing the accent. Ni hao. What I mean, Joshua? Dijal. What I mean? What I mean? What I mean? What I mean is to. Fuck it. I'm just too focused on this. But you know what I was saying? What I mean, Joshua Dijalong. I was saying my name is Bruce Lee. Because that's what they used to call me in jail, Bruce Lee.
He actually put his foot on the brake and stepped out sideways before he even got to Hill Corner. So that was a big
I had a reputation for putting flying kicks in cunts' heads and hustling cunts for smokes by fucking kicking TVs 10 foot off the ground.
What, big TVs or flat screens?
Over in the minimum section, they used to have this TV stand, Dion, and what it used to be like the TV used to be like 10 foot high up in on the thing, like yeah, about 10 foot, maybe a bit taller, maybe.
You can't reach them.
So it's up high. It's about fucking, you know, it's about an arm's length over my head. Anyways, one time I was sitting there and fucking. I said to the boys, boys, we're in M6 at fucking in the minimum section. I'm like, boys, you reckon I can kick that TV stand or what? And the boys like, nah, you can't kick that. Fuck off, you couldn't kick that cutsy, you know. I was a lot slimmer then. Anyways, one of the boys said, go on then, Cuts, if you can kick that TV stand, I'll give you half a pouch. I said, what? Really? You give me half a pouch if I can kick it? He's like, yeah, I'll give you fucking half a pouch. I jumped up, put the spring in my step, fucking boom. I jumped right up in the fucking air and I kicked this fucking TV stand first go. Anyways, he gave me half a pouch and he said, look, I'll give you the other half if you can do it again. So I turned around, ran back up to it and did it again.
Oh, fuck are those.
That is extraordinary. I've never seen that like that.
Did you break the TV?
I was all in this thing. I was sitting up, right up above. It's in the stand, like it's in this casing sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Erebus and Penrite. What an amazing performance. Jamie's on the phone. Hey, Jay Davids Neil, you missed out by 9/1000. What was the lap like?
Yeah, thanks, Dion. Yeah, no, pretty good. Got a good car. Really happy with that lap. Didn't overpush, but can't wait for tomorrow. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah, that's great, mate. And,
Fucking good work, boys.
when you stop and consider that is
And
actually
get you a good position for tomorrow.
Yeah, you got second.
Yesterday was the fastest you've ever been around here, so you just did your fastest lap ever.
Yeah, mate, couldn't be happier. It's a big night already tonight, so not being on.
Oh, you don't go fucking hitting it too fucking hard, mate.
Couldn't be happier. Thank you.
Good job.
Don't go fucking hitting it too fucking hard because you got to get up and fucking race tomorrow, doesn't he?
We want you to come out here and celebrate.
Yeah.
Don't go drinking your cunts out the night.
Come over here
Wake up
because
fucking
you will
grog sick.
start the Bathurst 1000 from
They probably
pole
drinking
position.
alcohol as grog.
Talk us through what's going through your mind at the moment.
Yeah, just ecstatic.
The only thing they should be drinking is shots out of that chick's titties.
So I had to go a couple of tents down. I threw everything I had at it. That's all I
Oh,
had
you
left
can't
at
see
it.
her.
I've
She's
done
alright looking. You'd like her, Dion.
$50, but he's an idiot.
We spoke earlier this morning. You said you woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. You dreamed of getting pole position this afternoon. Dreams do come true sometimes.
Well, I'm not dreaming when I'm awake, but I was replaying how I was going to get the extra couple of tents like at 4 o'clock this morning, and
Yeah, my car was amazing. Like, our cars are so fast. Like, I think we're third.
I've got one of them cars for a street car.
The team has done a brilliant job to
Yeah.
roll out with this
Cops
pace.
wouldn't be able to catch you, would they?
I just want to win again
No,
tomorrow.
but they'd know where I lived.
He nearly held on. He had to push you even further.
When I was stressing there, I was like, he did a fourth round. I was like, holy, I can't remember if I can go that fast. And yeah, luckily, I got my tyres up. And
I'd like to have one of them over in Scotland.
I think it was amazing.
I'd fucking go drifting around their little mud tracks, mate. You know what I'm saying? They only got shit little cars over there, like 2 cylinders.
Yeah.
That's all they fucking run on. Some of them probably half a fucking cylinder, you know what I'm trying to say? I've never seen a fucking car like them slow motherfuckers. It's like time goes slower over there because of them cars.
That's why they drink
That
more.
was a bad accident.
So she's rolling into the scene here. In fact, I helped her into a cart last night in the darkness here. It's a great armor pole celebration for David Reynolds. Twice a pole sitter at Mount Panorama. He's been a winner here. He's been a runner-up here.
I need to smoke.
He's a maestro. And he's a funny
Hey Dion, talk to the people, take my phone.
That's a popular award.
Got it.
Congratulations.
Hello, everybody.
I've wait.
This afternoon. He's already had a couple of armor
Yeah,
poles so
yeah,
far
turn
this
up
year.
that way, yeah.
He adds a third in 2018.
What's everybody doing out there?
Amazing day for us tomorrow when you stop and consider the tight margins. At the top end of town, it is going to be another great race.
That one's there. I don't think.
And another
don't
great
know.
call by Neil Crompton, the voice of supercars and 6-time winner around here, Mark Scaife. They will be in full commentary mode tomorrow for the 161 laps of the 2018 Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000. Quite extraordinary, isn't it? So David Reynolds gets his second pole position here after claiming pole in 2015. Of course, him and Luke Yilden, the defending champions after an extraordinary run last year. Second on the grid will be Jamie Whincup with Paul Dumbrell, 9/1000ths of a second. The difference between first and second. What a performance for Anton De Pasquale. So 2 Erebus cars on the front 2 rows of the grid. Then it will be Shane Van Gisbergen, Scott McLaughlin with Alex Premer in position 5. Cam Waters ended up in 6th. Nick Percat in 7th. James Courtney, who's got Jack Perkins this weekend, in 8th. Craig Lowndes qualified in 9th position with Stevie Richards, and Garth Tander in 10th spot after a thrilling top 10 shootout. Make sure you join us tomorrow morning at 7:30 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, and we'll also be up and running
Hey?
from 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time with our live blog on 10daily.com.au. What a magic day here at the mountain. We'll see you for race day.
Fucking Elmo. Some can't dress in the Elmo costume at the fucking Bathurst thing.
Oh, yeah, you see all different sorts of costumes there.
You watch, Facebook will start saying I do not have permission to use this song or something like that because there's fucking music going in the background.
This program brought to you by Home Timber and Hardware. We put the hard back into hardware. Go where the tradies go.
This is going on your live feed.
Yeah.
Insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Tyre Power. Big brands and a big range from Australia's biggest independent. Botlow. We stock all your favourites. And iconquick.com.au. Quit the smokes and win.
Wish I was young again. Hate having my license now.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
If I didn't have my license,
Is dead and 3 others are in custody after a stabbing attack in suburban
I'd
Sydney.
fucking just go joyriding.
But this man wanted over the murder of a Wollongong mum, Christy
You don't
Bell,
this
want
cunt.
dead near her
Look this
sleeping
cunt.
baby son. A driver stabbed, a woman threatened, and a car stolen in a wild afternoon of crime. The accused is now behind bars, charged with attempted murder.
See you later.
And passenger train collide, leaving a teenage boy fighting for life in hospital.
Oh,
It's a
fuck.
crossing without boom gates. The saga surrounding Trump's Supreme Court nominee almost over. Brett Kavanaugh secures a crucial support despite sexual misconduct allegations. And flying high at Mount Panorama after a thrilling top 10 shootout. The scene is now set for tomorrow's big race.
You can't tell that wasn't pre-recorded, that shit.
And Eyewitness News with Narelda Jacobs.
First tonight, a man whose friends say
What
a
was it?
heart of gold has had his life cut short after he was stabbed in the chest in the early hours of this morning. He was left on the ground to die in Sydney's West. 3 teenagers are now in custody, but that's cold comfort for the victim's friends. Here's Kimberly Pratt.
To his friends, Tino Henry loved music
Oh,
and had a heart of gold. They never expected his life to end like this.
Depressive, shattered, shocked, shedding heart of gold. Always humble, never wanted drama, never nothing.
The 20-year-old was killed this morning in Parramatta, shutting down a bustling shopping precinct and turning it into a crime scene. He was stabbed in the chest and left to die. His friends worked frantically to save his life until paramedics arrived, but sadly, he died in hospital. Police say he'd been fighting with 3 teenagers in Prince Alfred Park, but it escalated horribly at the train station when one pulled out a weapon.
There are 3 men in custody at the moment, aged 16, 17 and 19.
Unfortunately for them, when they fled the crime scene, they ran straight towards police headquarters and were arrested by special constables. The weapon, though, is still yet to be found.
Or if any people
silly
have found
little
any
cunts.
suspicious objects in the area,
They'd be doing a whack now.
to hand them in.
It's unclear if the teens knew Tino, but those that do have been left shattered, saying,
See,
fly high and rest
these
easy
little young
to a
fellas, they
man
don't know.
gone way too soon.
Best bloke you ever met. Best
How
bloke.
Kimberly Pratt, 10
They get on that
Eyewitness
fucking
News.
shit and they fuck their whole lives, and then they spend their life in fucking prison.
Yep.
And they get out, there's no rehabilitation. They're just institutionalised. So they don't learn. They don't learn how to adapt to society. Not that they ever fucking did in the first place, because they're just silly little cunts who go around stabbing people. You know, if you're gonna stab someone, and if you are gonna stab someone, you know, you fucking, you make sure that you fucking get rid of him too. You don't want to fucking stab someone and then go to jail, especially if they're gonna die.
A man accused of going on a crime spree across Western Sydney was on parole at the time, having only just been released from jail. The 29-year-old is now back behind bars, accused of attempting to murder a 66-year-old man while trying to steal his car. Steve Hart has
Oh,
the story.
see, another fucking sickening
This is the man
fucking
accused of
cunts.
wreaking havoc across Western Sydney yesterday. Gavin Pallister's first alleged victim, a 66-year-old grandfather who can't be identified, stabbed 3 times as he sat in his car. The man, in a desperate bid to save his own life,
This is
grabbed the
fucking
blade with
bullshit.
both
I
hands.
fucking hate the world
Police
today.
say as Pallister then took off to find his next target, the injured victim incredibly drove himself home and called for help.
On our arrival, he had sustained a stab wound to the chest as well as his hand.
The man also suffered a wound to his left ear.
With the assistance of intensive care paramedics, we transported him to Westmead Hospital in a serious but stable condition.
Pallister's alleged crime spree began just before 4 p.m. yesterday
See,
at a
I
roundabout
bet you
on Newman Street,
anything.
Marylands. He then
Yes.
took off on foot to Cambridge Street, where it's alleged he tried to rob a woman, before
See.
then stealing a Holden Calais that was for sale in Lockwood Street. Police say he then tried to sell that car to another man on Montrose Street. Joy's son owned the car that was stolen.
See, they're fucking fried, the cunts.
Yeah.
They're all fucking fried in the
Understandably,
fucking
Joy
head.
had no idea
They
she
burn
was
out
about
them
to
receptors
become a
and then
third
they're
victim.
fucked.
Gave the keys, not thinking of anything. Next thing, he just drove out the driveway. I left it about 10 minutes or so and rang the police and said, well, when he can come back, I just stolen the car.
In applying for bail, Pallister told the judge that he needed to get some sleep. Well, the magistrate refused on those grounds, noting that the charges were extremely serious and also that he had just been released from jail and was on parole 9 days ago. Pallister will be back in
dickhead.
court on Thursday.
I
Steve
hope you get
Hart,
shivved.
10 Eyewitness News.
A man has died in Sydney's inner west after being trapped between a moving train and the platform. Emergency services were called to Sydenham Station just after 11 last night, where witnesses say the 37-year-old seemed to stumble as the train was pulling in. Police are investigating what led to the accident. There's been a horrible collision in regional Victoria between a car and a passenger train travelling to Melbourne. It's left a teenage boy in a critical condition. As Eleanor Quirk reports, a P-plater was behind the wheel.
A car left a mangled mess after colliding with a Melbourne-bound train.
The train has struck the passenger side of the car and pushed the car down the tracks and off the track.
Inside the wreck, a 19-year-old P-plate driver and her passenger. Staff on board the train quickly jumped off and ran to help.
The driver was able to be removed from the car by the V-Line staff fairly quickly.
Her passenger not so lucky. It took dozens of emergency workers more than an hour to cut the critically injured 17-year-old free.
He was trapped in the car for about an hour and a half, and then he was extracted and flown to Melbourne.
As shaken passengers were helped from carriages.
The pair were flown here to the Royal Melbourne Hospital where the 17-year-old is continuing to fight for life. The driver, who remains in a stable condition, is expected to be interviewed by police in coming days.
Officers will try to determine how
Yep.
the Mercedes wagon ended up on tracks.
You won't see a license again for a long fucking time.
Recently undergone an upgrade. Passengers and the driver will undergo counselling. Eleanor Quirk, 10 Eyewitness News.
The opposition leader has put migration back on the agenda, asking the Prime Minister to join him in developing a new settlement program for the nation. The government has accused Bill Shorten of playing politics. Jonathan Lee has more from Canberra.
The doors of the People's Parliament thrown open to the public. A rare chance to pace the Parker tree and roll down.
Oh, fuck.
All to celebrate 30 years of our not-so-new Parliament House. Little here has changed since Her Majesty opened it in 1988, other than the obvious.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Prime Minister's office.
They come and go fairly quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Most captivated by this enormous Lego display, complete with both the upper and the lower house. Our 30th PM, though, was in Tasmania, addressing the Liberal Party's state conference. ABC, not yours to sell. Scott Morrison convincing party faithful they can still win the next election, despite polls showing the coalition will be turfed from office.
You can't lead a nation that you're putting all your efforts into dividing.
Bill Shorten continuing in his effort to set the agenda, today writing to the PM over Australia's migration, warning our population policy runs the risk of being politicised. I am therefore asking you to join Labor in the establishment of an independent and expert population task force to set future immigration rates.
I think Bill must have little faith in Australia Post, because every time he writes me a letter, it seems to be in the media before it gets to me.
Here we go, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards.
Canada, America and Great Britain, straining
It's just fucking election times.
All three
That's
levels
all.
of government working together.
Scott Morrison is expected
Yeah, I reckon there'll be another election.
Population policy before Christmas.
If all fuckwits. Every single one of them. They all a bunch of lying cunts.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't have to vote.
I don't have to. I was never stupid enough to enroll.
Now they have automatic enrollment.
Nah, they still haven't got me, they still never will. They can get fucked. They can't make me if I don't want to. I never registered. I never, you know that piece of paper you get when you're at school? And they tell you that you got to start enrolling and shit? I never did it.
Mr. President,
They can
I
stick
will
it.
vote to confirm Judge Kavanaugh.
I don't trust them, so I'm not putting my time and effort into them.
Swung their support behind Donald Trump's nominee after the FBI found it could not corroborate Professor Christine Blasey Ford's claims she'd been sexually assaulted by Kavanaugh when the two were in high school in the 1980s. Senators split 51-49 in favour of bringing on the final vote.
I just feel like she disregarded all of our pain and all of our suffering and just decided to vote with moneyed corporate interests.
Brett Kavanaugh's lifetime appointment to the bench would put Conservatives in the majority in the US Supreme Court and has deeply divided the nation.
He has been through, like I said, more than any other nominee in history.
Confirmation would be a clear victory for the president just weeks before the US midterm elections when the Democrats
Oh,
could be taking
fucking
control
hell.
of
Someone
Congress
just fucking
from the
nuke us all and we'll all be
They're
fucking
really
happy.
going to pay the price for this decision. This was a very short-sighted decision on their part.
The
Oh,
vote is
Sloven's coming
scheduled
tomorrow.
Do they?
Australian time if confirmed. Kavanaugh
What's
could
the
take
date
his seat
today?
in the Supreme Court within a week. Alan Murrell, 10 Eyewitness News.
It was the race that scared a
Oh,
nation.
October.
Champion thoroughbred Winx has done it again,
Fucking
taking out
hell.
her 28th consecutive win in a dramatic come-from-behind run at the Turnbull Stakes. The crowd was a sea of blue as they cheered on the almighty mare. Christina Costalis reports.
Adrenaline was pumping.
Signal, and they're racing.
As Winx took the win in her stride.
There's a gap for Winx. She's going to have to explode.
For another fairy tale finish.
Oh, Winx is storming home. Winx over the top.
To
Had a
secure
good
her
run.
28th consecutive win. It was a tighter than usual dash for the mare with just a horse length in it. Her owners admitting pre-race nerves.
It's a ride for trainer, jockey and owners. Nobody's been down this path before.
But there's no denying
It'll get
she
beat.
was the favourite.
It'll get beat on fucking Melbourne Cup.
One punch
It'll
bet
get
a
smashed.
record $170,000
Yeah, well, them
for the win.
horses come off from overseas and that.
It'll get smashed.
He was right.
It's just a
In the
fucking
end, she was only paid
a
until
blow
the
up.
10th,
They'll fucking
but winners are
they'll
critics
chuck
like
shit like this
bloke
on there.
who dined a dress.
You know, say a certain amount of people, you know, start riding that fucking horse.
That's my favourite piece.
You know,
I just feel like a
then you're gonna make millions of dollars in fucking revenue and fucking, you know,
She's made 21 million
shit,
wins.
yeah, shit bets and that. So what'll happen is we'll get to the spring carnival, it won't make it. It won't jump well.
His daughter wasn't
I
worried.
don't reckon
she
anyways. It's got 26 consecutive, but I don't fucking reckon it'll fucking jump.
Lucky that that.
And they'll probably make it like that too.
Even though it's got that many wins, I don't reckon it'll jump well if it goes to the spring carnival, like, or the, what's it called, the Melbourne Cup one next month.
The next big question is, will she go
Something
over
else will beat
29
it.
at the Cox Plate in a fortnight? Christina Costalis, 10 Eyewitness News.
Go on the Cox Plate.
Still to come, all the spills and thrills ahead of Australia's biggest day in motorsport. The early morning road tragedy that's left
Do you reckon I can get it up
Plus the suspicious house
on
fire
there?
that's claimed a litter
I'll fucking
of
do a bit
puppies.
next week.
And the inspirational
Whatever it is,
story behind
fortnight,
this
they
year's
said it was,
Nobel
you know.
Prize
Yeah.
I'll see if I can jag it. I'll study it and see if I'll jag it.
Are you getting your woolies worth? That's what I look for. You'll save every week with
I normally get the Caulfield Cup.
Twinings tea bags 80 to 100 pack, now just $5.50.
When's
That's
that
half
on?
price. That's why I pick woolies.
I think a fortnight after, I'd say. Not even. The week after, I'd say. Or it might even be that one.
Johnny English strikes again.
You look after them, and with amazing eyesight driver assist technology.
Everyone will start thinking, oh, the horses, and you watch, it'll be a big fucking
is a chance to do.
thing all the way up until on the start of November.
When it's time to sell, choose the place with over twice the visits of any other company.
Yeah, and yeah, there's no football on.
Australia's #1 place
Yeah, they'll all be betting on that shit.
is the place. Real estate
It's hard to jag,
don't
but
you?
it's really
We're
hard to
told
jag.
live large, but with Princess Cruises,
But if you get even one of these races in the next couple of weeks, say you get a first four on either one of them, you got it on there for 500%. You got 100 grand there.
dared to explore this great, big, beautiful pond. What if you dared to feel small?
That's why I wouldn't mind fucking doing it. Just chucking one on each one.
Call your travel agent or visit
You
Princess.
could normally fucking
Princess Cruises.
nearly get them.
Come back new.
One year almost 180,000.
Definitely help with stress relief.
How much you got to put on?
Better mentally and physically.
It's funny because I thought that I was only backing it for a box in it for I don't know, like 20-something%, and I accidentally, because I didn't know the system when I was doing it online, and they had changed it around a couple of days before. I hadn't put a bet on. I had about $40 in my account, and I only wanted to put it on for box it for 20%, something like that, for $5. And instead of doing $5, I did 500%, and I almost got it. I got the first 3, and then the last one, it was between the 8 and the 18. And they were talking about my one to run 4th, and I thought, yeah, got it in the fucking bag. I thought I had it because they were talking about my one. And I went out too early. I was almost out there doing backflips. I'm like, yeah, I fucking won. Nah. Went back in the 18, got up. Fucking shit me.
So you got to get the 4 first of all?
Yeah. But I'll box them in any order. It gives me more combinations. But I'll probably box it for 500% and spend like $40.
And no cunt will see you.
Huh?
And no cunt will see you if you win.
That's what I mean. Lotto, I win money on the fucking horses or something like that, I'm gone. No cunt will see me ever again. I'll make damn sure of it. You wouldn't even recognise me. Or you can't fucking see anyway, so I just... it would be hard hiding from you.
When paramedics arrived, they found the car split in 2, with the driver dead. Police closed off the busy highway for most of the morning, picking up pieces of metal scattered along the road. Detectives are still investigating the cause of the crash. Several young men have been injured after being flung off the tray of a ute. Police say the Toyota Land Cruiser rolled as it turned a corner in the Perth suburb of Scarborough around 2:30 this morning. It's thought up to 8 men were sitting on the back at the time. Paramedics rushed to the scene to treat those injured, with 2 still in hospital. The teenage driver has been questioned, but no charges have been laid. There's sad news for those with a sweet tooth tonight. Administrators have confirmed a large number of Max Brenner chocolate stores will close almost immediately. As Lachlan Kennedy reports, this is the last weekend many regular customers will be able to enjoy the rich indulgence.
Sweet has turned sour very quickly for Max Brenner. Less than a week after administrators were called in, more than half the chain's chocolate cafes are being closed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad. I'm always lusting for their dessert pizza, so it's going to be a great loss.
When we got inside, we found the chocolate. Yeah, it really is amazing.
A rapid review is
I didn't even understand what the fuck he just said there.
And of 37 stores nationwide, 20 will be closing. Most will be lost in New South Wales and Queensland, 2 in WA, and 1 each in Melbourne's West, Adelaide, Darwin, and Canberra.
This is a business that attempted to be scalable, but it came into very obvious locations, big formats, very competitive market.
Retail industry expert Brian Walker points to a lack of innovation in the chain's menu and a failure to recognise a growing number of customers are wanting healthier options.
And Max Brenner is an example, amongst many, candidly, not fundamentally addressing this growing customer concern and need.
Staff at the closing stores will be made redundant. The 20 stores slated for closure will be shutting their doors for the final time at 5 o'clock on Monday afternoon. The administrators of Max Brenner are calling on all lovers of chocolate to go visit the remaining 17 stores to ensure they can survive. Advertisements will be placed in national newspapers next week, looking for a potential buyer for the chain, which still has some attractive assets.
The footprint, the brand name, and the customer database.
Could it be a sweet deal, or will it prove too rich? Lachlan Kennedy, 10 Eyewitness News.
Who the fuck knows?
7 puppies have died and their owner has been hospitalised after a house fire in Sydney's west. Emergency crews were called to the Seven Hills home just before midnight last night.
On arrival, they found a advanced fire in the rear of a
He looks like he's had a few cones.
residential property.
That fella there.
The
Yeah.
fire was quickly brought
Yeah, I
under
reckon,
control and
He looks
extinguished.
like he's smashed.
Unfortunately, the house was severely damaged by fire and heat, smoke and water.
2 residents were taken to hospital, a man in his 50s for minor smoke inhalation or pain. Their 3 adult red setters survived the fire, but their puppies died. Police are still investigating what caused the blaze. Residents in suburban Melbourne have been forced to flee their homes after a car caught fire just metres away. Firefighters were called out to the property in Caulfield just after 4:30 this morning after a vehicle parked in the driveway caught fire. It spread to another car and a neighbouring home. Detectives are investigating the cause of the blaze. Thankfully, no one was injured. Bluetooth technology makes our lives a little easier, but imagine if it could transform it. That's what it's done for the Kenny family, who have 2 hearing-impaired children whose parents can now speak directly into their ears. Amber Austin Wright explains.
Natasha
Fuck, I
Kenny
need
is one of
some of
very
them
few
for some
parents
kids that
who
I
doesn't
fucking
need
know.
to raise her voice when speaking to her children.
Okay, I need you to stop and come back now, please.
Using a small microphone on her collar, she can gently speak to 4-year-old Emily and 2-year-old Xavier through Bluetooth.
I have not had to project my voice at all.
If the kids are misbehaving sort of like 20 metres away, let's just go say,
Hey, get your little cunt back here. No.
It's pretty funny sometimes, yeah.
They can hear her up to 20 metres away through their cochlear implants.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
A complete game changer, yeah. Look, without it, we'd have very different outcomes.
Both
I
children
know
were
lots of
born
people that need
profoundly
them.
deaf and didn't hear their parents' voices until they were 7 months old.
Hello!
He's definitely hearing her.
Hello, Stevie. Hey. When I think about it, or talk about it, or watch the video, I absolutely get quite emotional about it, yeah.
Emily and Xavier are 2 of the 50% of children whose cause of deafness is unknown.
You know, going forward when the kids are at school and you know, so they're not left behind, they'll have the technology to help them in the classroom as well.
But with the help of technology,
we're lucky that we are able for them to be able to hear our voices and to communicate with our children.
Their future looks and sounds brighter than ever. Amber Austin Wright, 10 Eyewitness News.
Joining us now for an update on all the weather details is Amanda Hart. And Amanda, more glorious rain in the east today.
There'll be some very happy farmers, Narelda. Most of the rain today was heaviest in the southeast of Queensland and northern New South Wales. Parts of Sydney and eastern New South Wales had some heavy falls overnight, but as the cloud moved offshore during the day, so did the rain. There were still some showers though, and the cloud floating over South Australia brought showers and the odd storm. Now those showers are thanks to a large inland trough. It's going to continue moving across the state tonight and tomorrow. In the east, the heavy rain is being triggered by another trough and a low pressure system that's sitting off the New South Wales coast. Everywhere else was fairly settled thanks to areas of high pressure. In the capitals today, showers in Brisbane and just 22. Showers in Sydney too, with windy conditions bringing large and powerful surf. Sunny and warm in Melbourne. Adelaide was partly cloudy and 22, and partly cloudy skies in Perth. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a few showers in Brisbane, showers in Sydney as well, and 19 degrees. A warm and pleasant day ahead for Melbourne. Adelaide will get up to 27 degrees with a morning shower or two, and partly cloudy in Perth and 24 degrees. I'll be back with more weather later in the bulletin. Narelda.
Thanks, Amanda. We'll see you again then. Up next, the former ISIS captive who's become Iraq's first Nobel Peace Prize winner. Plus, disturbing security footage from the London subway. Also later in sport, all the action from today's top 10 shootout at Mount Panorama. And our Aussie women cricketers complete a Trans-Tasman clean sweep in spectacular style.
So, how are the new neighbours?
Well, they're interesting.
Bill, you're married. Oh, hi, I'm Brian, number 42.
Follow me, Brian, number 42. Welcome to my humble abode. Hello, neighbors. Hungry?
Thanks. So, I
hear you're in insurance. Can you get me a cheap deal on my car?
Of course, but we don't just deal in insurance. We deal in simpleness.
Simpleness?
Simpleness. We make it easy to save time and money on all that household stuff to make your life more simple. Car insurance, switching the energy, home loans, and lots more. Even insurance for your little fluffy woof woof brain.
You can't make health insurance easy.
You can with Simpleness, brand number 42. Now, this is supposed to be a party. Sergey, eat it. Discover Simpleness and compare the market. Simple.
At IGA, you'll find low prices every day on the things you need.
Continental pasta and sauce or rice value pack varieties only $2.50, and SPC fruits and juice varieties just $3.50.
Low prices every day. At
Tony
IGA.
I'm knocked off today, cunts. He's leaving me the fuck alone. Mental health. It's nearly 6:30. They can get fucked. What are you fucking doing calling me up at this time? You need to fucking leave me the fuck alone. Mental health to cunts. I don't know what the fuck they're doing ringing me up at this time. Hang on, get off this one and see what they want.